Strange things only Americans do. Let's get into it. I'm looking forward to this one.
Living here in the good old US of A is certainly an experience many people would like to enjoy. However, even just coming here for a short period of time, you might quickly notice that we do things just a little bit differently. From common complaints of other countries about American tourists to respecting the Second Amendment, here are strange things only Americans do.
American Eye.
Number 16. Strict alcohol laws. America is the land of the free indeed, but can you fight a war and still grab a beer? The U.S. is regarded as the strictest Western country in regards to alcohol and is one of only a few countries to restrict the legal drinking age to 21.
That is true. That's crazy. Like, being 18 and being legal to drink in the UK, I don't feel like anyone in the UK, if that became a law, would actually, like, adhere to it. I'll be real. Not that I've ever drunk before I was 18, but I know a lot of people that did. So, 18 to 20-year-olds, I don't know how you do this. I'll be real.
In most European countries, you just have to be tall enough to look over the counter. Other countries with 21 as their legal age include Chile and Egypt, and that's about it. Some countries in the middle
Is there any like reason behind like why they put it 21? Does anyone know any like reasons why they did that?
Middle East have completely banned alcohol, but as far as Western standards are concerned, it's basically just us. In countries like Belgium, the legal drinking age is 15 with a guardian.
15?
We're sure in Chile, it's not hard to get a drink if you got the dinero. Some liquor stores in the U.S. ban all sales of alcohol on Sundays, including Mississippi, Tennessee, and Kansas.
Why? Why so? Maybe it's because you go back to work on a Monday and don't want anyone to be like hungover at work. I guess it like kind of makes sense, but like, come on, like it's just like adds so much hassle for bars and yeah, it affects business a lot of places as well, I'm sure.
Number 15. Speedos. You might think you look pretty cool in a pair of Speedos if you're a European supermodel, but not all Americans will appreciate, or at least the other guys at least. While by European standards, the Speedos are mainly worn as a measure to prevent spreading bacteria or other illnesses that get stuck on your clothes. Basically, they just feel as though the less clothing, the more sanitary. Topless bathing for women is unfortunately frowned upon at some beaches unless you're in designated areas of the city of Miami Beach. German government has released a warning to all of its citizens about undressing. Thanks a lot. Number 14. Supersize me. A lot of people from other countries may begin to complain when they start to realize the amount of weight they put on from the food in the US.
I know this is true. Like this is a whole like stereotype that literally everyone in England has about America, and that is that your food, you take a bite of it and you get fat. Basically, that's how unhealthy we think your food is. I know that's obviously not entirely the case, but it is a stereotype.
In most European countries, all the food is non-GMO, and even the fast food might be pretty much organic. The larger portions seem to be the culprit, and our food might just simply be cheaper in any case. America isn't really known for serving low-fat food, and most restaurants here.
I have also seen a video that I might react to on here, where someone in the UK and then someone in the USA are on call, and they compare large, medium, and small size orders, and basically, Americans medium is the UK large, and the US have their own large, which is even larger than the UK's large, which is crazy.
Go for quantity over quality. Hot dogs, hamburgers, french fries, deep dish pizzas, it can all be a little bit too much to resist. Number 13. Liquor and guns, double the fun. Tennessee might be a dry state on Sundays, but that still leaves us 6 days of the week available for double shots. Only in America can you enjoy a few smooth shots of Tennessee whiskey and then some shots of an automatic rifle in public.
No, I'm not. Where is this? What state is this? I'm not going there. That scares the fuck out of me. If the people in America get the same when they're drunk as the people in the UK do, I'm not going there. Because if anyone I know in the UK, like 80% of people who get drunk in the UK had a gun, I am getting as far away with them as I can. I'll be real. This scares the hell out of me.
Some bars only offer alcohol, which is just downright boring, and our founding fathers would want guns to be shot off while being intoxicated, right? Double Shot seems to offer this one-of-a-kind service for proud Americans. What could possibly go wrong?
You can be proud American without having to drink and shoot a gun at the same time. You don't have to be drunk while shooting to be proud American, right? I mean, I respect it, kind of, but I think it's dangerous as hell. I see what you think it's
12,
fun, but
the 20,000 Calorie Burger. Some people wonder why 1 out of 3 Americans are obese, and this might be a reason why. People might be a little bit confused what exactly American cuisine truly is, but this guy at the Heart Attack Grill in Las Vegas is holding on to an extreme example. Any cheeseburger that's stacked about
I'm done for. I'm trying to keep my weight down. If I go to America, I'm done for.
as high as the Statue of Liberty deserves to be on this list. There's plenty of bacon and cheese, of course, and it's about as American
Because I won't be able to help myself to not have that. I've got to try at least one of those.
as a Declaration of Independence.
That's all I have for the
With
week,
about
though.
20,000 calories, this burger here can theoretically feed a normal person for about 10 days, but here in America, this is just an afternoon snack. You most likely won't see this in any other country but the good old USA. Number 11. Big cars. Hey guys, don't forget, us Americans do enjoy using up oil too.
Cars are tough. I like this one.
And this truck you see in this image just has American written all over it. Countries around the world are amazed by our extremely large automobiles that can easily run over those puny little Japanese or German cars. 85% of people old enough to drive actually have
I'll be wrong, I'm a petrol head, so I love this.
a license in this country. In many parts of the world where public transportation is more of a thing, fewer people will actually own cars. Americans drove 3.15 trillion miles in 2015, which is enough mileage to make a trip to Pluto 337 times and back. Number 10. Old Glory. If you're a communist, Colin Kaepernick, Kim Jong-un, or Joseph Stalin, this image of freedom might leave you blind, so cover your eyes. You've been warned. The US government already admitted to spending a large amount of taxpayer money on making sporting events more patriotic. Those Raptor flybys before games don't fund themselves. A lot of things go into their ceremonies, and soldiers get US sporting event tickets on the taxpayers' dime.
That's English, right? That one's English.
Things go into their
They're the red
ceremonies,
arrows, not more
soldiers
that.
get US
That's
sporting
English. That's the red arrows. Those of you that don't know what the red arrows are, they're basically the English version of the Blue Angels. Yeah, this is what that is. That's like literally the same photo. Look, that's what that is. That's the English one. Look, you literally see the Union Jack there. So, but look, the Blue Angels. I think the Blue Angels is a little bit older, but not by too much. Yeah, look, that's the American one. Both really cool. I love these. I really want to become a pilot for some reason. I want to learn to. I want to be like a commercial airline pilot. I want to learn how to fly.
event tickets on the taxpayers' dime. Massive flags are brought in during the national anthem, which
I'm sure a lot of Americans are okay with this though, because it shows how proud you guys are of your country.
gives spectators an overwhelming
Yeah, let me know how you actually feel about this. Are you okay with your taxpayer money being spent on this stuff like this?
sensation of America. This image was captured at the Memorial Day Parade in 2013, and Old Glory is just about everywhere you look. Here you see the Star Spangled Banner, and you can almost smell the capitalism reeking from this photo. Number 9. One color. The only color you're going to see on our currency is green, aside from the new $100 bills, which include some blue security features. Other countries around the world use monopoly money or various different colors, which help identify the denomination. If you take a look at Canada's money, for example, it's almost like they try to use every color of the rainbow. In any case, our money is still worth more, so whatever.
By the way, the UK also use different colours as well. We use a purple, we use like an orange, we use a green, and we use a blue one, I think. Is the blue the 10? I mean, I'll put it, why have I forgot? I don't use catch marks. £10 note. Oh no, it's gold. Look, I'll just show you guys quick. So the 5 one's the green one, right? That's green or blue. I think that's green mainly. Right, green and blue. And then the 20's the purple one. There you go. And then the 50, I think, is like the orange one. Oh, it's all red now. Orange, red. You know what I mean? We don't have
None of our
100.
money features women on it either.
Or do we? I don't think we do. Let me just check. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, no. Yeah, we don't. We don't.
Unlike Canadian money. Number 8. The take-home box. With such large portions served at restaurants in America, it's fairly common to make another meal out of what's left over. People in other countries, such as in Europe, might give you a strange look if you ask them for a to-go bag. It's almost like a faux pas
Not
to
really.
do such a thing, and how dare you not
My
finish
sister literally did this last night when we went out for dinner. So it's not that strange.
that fancy French teas. In other countries, they don't use quite as much preservatives in their food, and it might spoil quicker than what we're used to in the US. Some countries, though, might have started feeling bad about people wasting a large amount of food and have made it illegal to deny any kind of doggy bag requested by the customer. Number 7. Ice in the cup. Many writers from other countries have noticed our fascination with ice cubes and feel like it's just a US thing once again. Do our drinks really need to be that?
I don't think this is a main US thing. However, US does it so much, like how they have so much more ice than we do. But I like 1 or 2 drops of, like 1 or 2 ice cubes in my drink. Like max. If there's more than that, it's too much. For Nando's, they do like this crushed ice. That's great.
That cold all the time? American customers find it bizarre when the waiter puts very few ice cubes into the drink. That's because most places around the world don't feel as though watering down your drink is a cool way to go. You're also getting less of the product that you actually paid for.
True.
Ice has also been known to be
So you'll see free refills in the US, right?
unsanitary at times, depending on how it's added to the drink. The people serving you have a better chance of touching the ice with their hands than the actual soda pop. Number 6. Bullet Angels. At no point in this man's life has he ever felt so American, yet so satisfied at the same time. Do you know any other countries where something like this takes place? While looking for WMDs, this person just sort of gave up and decided to do something that reminds them of winter while growing up as a kid. Not every place in the USA has snow during Christmas time, but those places might have plenty of ammunition. Result: Freedom Angel. Number 5.
Pretty cool.
Sales tax. Most of the time when you go around the world, you'll notice that sales tax is included to the price of the object when you're making the purchase, and that sales tax adds up quickly. In most states, it reaches about 6% or so, but in California, it gets as high as 8.25%. Only 5 states don't have to worry about it, including Oregon, Montana, Delaware, Alaska, and Vermont.
I might go to one of those. However, I've heard it stay away from Alaska. Don't know why. Might be because it's really cold.
Everywhere else you go, you gotta get ready to do some math if you want to know the exact price before checkout. Number 4. Tripping on tipping. Another American pastime that not many other countries have quite understood, tipping is giving your server or waitress an extra 15 or 20% of what the bill was. So say your check was $20 and you received good or even mediocre service. They still expect you to give them a tip. There's no rule that says you have to tip every time, but if you don't, you might really tick off some people. Although you have to wonder, it almost seems as though Europeans might have it right this time. By expecting people to pay more from tipping, restaurant workers get paid lower wages by the owners and expect you to pay more for their salary.
In the UK, I actually worked as a waiter for a little bit before I did content creation full time, what I'm doing now. You do get, but you only really tip at like nice places, but the tipping that we get, we don't keep. We get like a small percentage of it, but it's mainly goes to like the managers and the kitchen staff.
In any case, some restaurants might follow you out in the parking lot if you don't pay up, so watch out. Number 3. We're too loud. Parisians can tell which people are Americans on their metro system because they're usually the ones singing the national anthem after a long night of drinking wine. One of the most common complaints about us coming into other countries for vacation is our noise level, which has deemed us as being obnoxious and annoying. Well, maybe you guys aren't loud enough. Any type of see the
I think it's a bit of both. We're not loud enough, or maybe you're a little bit too loud. But again, I don't know. That's just my guess.
event tends to be when Americans act up the most, according to a complaint by a blogger on the HuffPost. They just basically hate us because they ain't us, right? Number 2. Smiling too much. In other countries that might not be quite as happy, you'll notice that they aren't allowed to smile in some of their documents. You probably couldn't
You can't smile too much. You're just being happy, aren't you?
tell the difference between a mugshot and a passport photo. Take a trip to the country of Kazakhstan and smile like they usually do. People will think you're pretty creepy or mentally insane. People at Starbucks and at shopping centers are forced by their boss to smile all the time, and it leads foreigners to believe that we're kind of stuck up or something. Apparently, in some countries, smiling was done in order to show that you were superior and was reserved for members of the higher class. In some cultures, a girl smiling at them might be only done when she is interested in that person. That could be why so many random guys from other parts of the world thought you were trying to get some kind of cultural experience. And number 1, feet, inches, and our system. The US is definitely the only country that refuses to measure things in kilometers, Celsius, and use a metric system. We refuse to utilize a global way of doing things and just kind of enjoy giving a little finger to the rest of the world. Luckily, you can just bring out Google and see how it converts to your way of doing things. But oh, what's that? You don't have wireless internet on your phone when you're driving because you didn't get an American SIM card? Oh well, too bad. You better get ready to do some math and memorize some equations to figure it out. Have fun.
That is true, because I'll probably want to rent a car in America, so I'm done for. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. and I'll see you tomorrow. Love you all. Follow my Twitch. Have a lovely rest of your day.